motherfucking monster for this one.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I just want to show you guys my class setups and my score streaks, what I use. I'm just going to get straight into it, but I'll explain all the stuff and why I use some stuff and why I don't. If you guys have suggestions, what I should use, maybe a class you reckon I should use, be sure to let me know. If you reckon some perks are better than others, just let me know. Happy to try stuff out, but yeah, let's get into it. So this is my first class set. I got class sets if you guys don't know what they are, but yeah, I think they're like $2 or some shit you can buy, and you get 10 sets. So it's kind of good for league play. You can have a set for each game mode, but that's what I got here. So anyway, let's get into Halfpoint. So Halfpoint, I got my first M8 class. I got, obviously, with my attachments, I use the same attachments, I'm pretty sure, for every set, and I don't really need to change that. With the ARs, with these two, you can put FMJ instead of quick draw. Some people like to do that, but lately I've been liking quick draw, so I just use quick draw. But yeah. So with the M8, I got the red dot, stock, and quick draw, and I use lightweight, flak jacket, toughness, and dexterity. I like flak jacket because with this gun you're usually going to be sitting back a little bit, and people try and hit you with nades. Sometimes people try and hellstorm you off the anchor spot, so sometimes you can get inside and survive hellstorms, which is good. And yeah. So AN, this is a bit different, this class, and people are like, what the hell, why have you got dead silence for Halfpoint? If you guys have a headset and you've used awareness before, it's really OP if you're listening to people who aren't using dead silence. So if I come up against a team of tossers that are using awareness, I usually chuck on this class if I'm using that, so that I don't get sound hoard like shit. And extreme conditioning is just because this gun's kind of like subby cross AR. You can rush with this pretty well. You can win in close gunfights against the MSMC. It's not really the Scorpion. The Scorpion shoots too fast for this, but it's a pretty solid gun, this, in close and long range. But yeah, so just the same setup, lightweight, toughness, and then dead silence, extreme conditioning. A lot of people use FMJ on this, as I said, and I just prefer quick draw. I don't know why, you just get shots off easier, and yeah, it's definitely worth having. Especially with not having dexterity. Dexterity helps you sort of aim up faster, and if you use FMJ and no dexterity, you're going to be like struggling in gunfights where you've just come off sprinting. So yeah, I definitely like to use either quick draw or dexterity. This is my MSMC Halfpoint class, so quick draw, long barrel. It's going to be the same for all my classes with the attachments, and lightweight, flak jacket, toughness, tac mask, and dexterity. This is for sitting on the hill. If I got teammates that don't like hill sitting, which is, if I'm playing solo, that happens a lot. Everyone thinks they're heroes trying to go for their streaks when they have no thumbs, but this is, yeah, this is obviously the corner sitting class, sit on the hill, rack up hill points, and yeah, that's the aim of that. This is more, I don't really use Scorpion and Halfpoint, to be honest. I'm more of an AR player in Halfpoint, but I have the 2 EMPs on there just in case they get an AGR, which a lot of people seem to do nowadays. I don't know how, but just flak jacket and 2 EMPs, extreme conditioning, and toughness. I just broke my rule. I didn't have quick draw or dexterity, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really go to this class that often, so it's not that big of a deal. And then the last class, I don't think I've ever used this. I just have this set up for Yemen on the 4th hill, I think it is, in the church building. Chucky trophies in there, that's really good for locking down that one. And sometimes on raid in the booth on the basketball courts, you can sit in there, and that works out pretty well. I got flak jacket and toughness, tac mask. I have no toughness because with shotguns you're going to be having in close gunfights, so you don't really need toughness. I mean, people might say you do, but I just couldn't fit it in there, so I just don't use toughness on that class. You don't really need it, to be honest. But yeah, the 2 trophies, I don't even think I've actually used this class. I think I used it like twice when nobody went on hill on Yemen, as I said, and raid. But yeah, so on to S&D. Just something before I say, I don't use awareness. I don't agree with people using awareness. If you guys follow MLG, awareness is banned. It's not a perk you're allowed to use. I mean, it's not banned in league play because Treyarch are just lazy and can't be bothered, but you're not meant to use it. It's just a bitch perk. I mean, people who corner camp with it and sound whore are just so sad, in my opinion. But anyway, everybody's allowed to do their own thing. But yeah, so same attachment setup: lightweight, toughness, dexterity, and dead silence. Dead silence is pretty obvious. S&D, you want to be quiet, and as I said, people use awareness, so you need to try and limit their ability to sound whore you. And dexterity is just good for winning gunfights in S&D. You only get 1 life, so you got to try and win as many gunfights as possible. So definitely quick draw and dexterity. Same setup really. I don't have dexterity on this one. I got extreme conditioning instead. This is more of a rushing AR class. I like to use this on raid S&D, where you run around the outside of the ring map where B-bomb is, and I like to use this on standoff. If you're going tank, you just sit behind tank or statue, and you can pick off people who are on both bombs. So yeah, I like that. S&D MSMC class, same perks obviously, and I got cold-blooded on this because I don't know why so many people like use millimeter scanner. It's really beyond me. I don't like millimeter scanner, so I make sure I have 2 cold-blooded classes. I got 3 actually, I think, and I got the stuns on there just in case they're team pushing bombs, so you can hit all of them with stuns and usually pick up doubles, triples, maybe in 4 pieces sometimes, but yeah. This is just my straight up rush class. Got the extreme conditioning and lightweight with obviously cold-blooded, and I use this a lot actually. This is my go-to S&D class. I love rushing A-bomb on raid and running through bottom brown on standoff. That's always the way to go, and you can get so many picks with this gun. Sometimes it's bad because obviously Scorpion's not that good long range, but yeah, I tend to just get the first kill, the first blood with this class, and then just post up like on a bomb so they can't get bombed down, but yeah. And then last class is the sniper class, the overkill class. Toughness, cold-blooded, and dead silence. I mean, I can't really fit any other perks on there because you really do need to have. I used to just run quick draw on this, but long barrel's neat. Like it gives you you don't have to hit them as many times. It just gives you a quicker kill, so you definitely need long barrel. So I've got this, yeah, MSMC, same perks, and then FMJ. I mean, some people use thermal, but I just prefer FMJ because you can get those lucky shots through the wall, and yeah. So onto the CTF classes. Now these are kind of different to Halfpoint. I mean, they're quite similar, but they're not. I've got the MA, same perks, but flakjacker, toughness, dexterity, and tack mask. This is like for sort of posting up, holding down like a spot, or if you've got them in a spawn trap, like behind cop car on slums, you're not going to get hit by stuns or nades because of flakjacker and tack mask. And yeah, that's basically all it is. This is more of the rushing AR class. I don't know why. AN's my go-to gun lately. I just go beast with it. I love rushing with it. I don't know why. It's just good because you can hit them long range and in close, and it's just, yeah, it's a bit different to the MA. The MA you lose to the Scorpion and MSMC a lot in close, but yeah. This is same perk setup, same attachment setup, and then lightweight toughness, tack mask, extreme conditioning. I've got the stun and the grenade on there. It's because this is more like, say if we need to make a quick cap, or if they're pulling a flag, I'll chuck this on and then try and hit them with the stun, hit the flag carrier with the stun, and hit them with the nade, because yeah, this is more of my cut-off class. I don't really usually submachine gun in CTF. I usually use an AR, but that's sort of my cut-off class. Scorpion, as I said earlier, I don't really use subbies in CTF, but this is just in case they get an AGR or they get something that I need to take out with EMPs. It doesn't usually happen, but now that there's no sentry guns, well, there hasn't been for ages, you don't really need EMPs that much, but I just have them just in case. And then this is kind of a random class. I changed this up a lot. It was the SMR the other day, but I've just been using the SCAR a little bit, and it's sort of similar. Attack mask, extreme conditioning, same perks, and quick draw, stock, and suppressor. I know people say, what the hell, why are you using suppressor? This gun's better with suppressor, like no joke. I don't even know why, it's just better with suppressor. Don't ask me. It just is. Try it out, you'll see what I'm talking about, but yeah. So that's the classes and score streaks. Obviously you use Hellstorm Lightning, everybody does, and then I got Stealth. Sometimes I'll just chuck on K9 or Swarm, but it really doesn't matter, your third one. Stealth Choppers aren't that good because they get shot down really easily, but I usually just use it just in case. But against good teams I'll use Stealth, against average teams I'll use Swarm and K9, but yeah, that's about it. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video, guys. Hopefully these classes helped you out a little bit. If you want to try them out, let me know how you go with them. Sure, drop a comment, really do appreciate it, and leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Peace out, guys. Have a great day.